without any warning, you may be thrown into one of these incredible matches. Thank you for tuning in with me, Winter, all day and tomorrow for most of the day. Let me introduce. In the bottom left of Data Say, we have the American Zer. It's Silky. And almost as smooth in the top right from Team GP, the Korean Protoss player, NightMare. Kelazur will be coming out of the group in first. Both these players looking capable, but Kelazur was clearly the best player in the group, at least from what we saw. Which is why I'm excited to bring you this match. I think this could also be, while maybe not as high level, I know it's weird to say that, but like, this could be a scrappy one, which is caster talk for a mess. So there's a hatch. Yep, that's one place to put a hatchery. And this is the only way as a third player nowadays you're going to be able to take a natural. Your opponent's is usually the preferred one. So here we are. Silky slowing things down. And the Evo chamber on the residual creep to continue the effort. So NightMare in 2 series in a row getting his natural blocked. How do you like it, Mr. Protoss? I mean, he's got a measured response here. So, I think he's mostly fine with it. Evolution chamber, and he's gonna let the broodlings pop out as well. All right, here we go. No, NightMare, don't fight! Oh no, he kills 2 probes with broodling. Just let him bleed out. Oh my god, I can't believe he got 2 probes with that. Oh, that is a completely unforced error. Oh, he could have just left with like 2 HP left, but. Wow. Well, Broodling's currently the highest kill counts in the game. Yeah, well, I love getting proven right, though. Even I am surprised at how right I was. Which is a hard sell. Well, here we are. It's still... Okay, this isn't cheap. Building a hatchery on your opponent's side of the map, yeah, believe it or not free. A drone, and 300-something minerals. Oh, well. And that means Silky's down 5 workers. A single adept is actually a real... I'm surprised he didn't just cancel. But guess what? On the other side, there's some Zerglings in the main. Oh, wow. Here we go. There's a Stargate spotted. Chase is down. There's still a Zergling. NightMare was distracted by the Lings as they got in. Wow. Okay. A single adept heading towards the natural. Alright. He's coming back in. Will he send the second adept across? There is Zergling speed on the way, Silky. Now, evening up the worker count. The Stargate puts us in a kind of an awkward situation, as Silky could easily commit to a Zergling all-in. And if the wrong Stargate unit... Okay, it's an Oracle. Like a Void Ray or a Phoenix, definitely not the safest option here. But 2 Adepts in the main. Oracle, of course, the default choice. Not surprising. It's just NightMare has played a little bit off-center for Protoss. I think overall... NightMare's still fine with all this. He's taken a lot more damage than he should have, but a lot less than he could have from all this early aggression. There's going to be a Void Ray afterwards. He lights up the Oracle, which... Just like your mom said, you can't just keep turning that thing on and off. You're wasting energy. It's 25 energy to light up the Oracle every single time. On top of the energy, of course, to leave it on. Turn the Oracle off. That's only 5 Zerglings. Okay, just put on a sweatshirt. I'm not sure that works, but... Oracle making its way north. It killed a drone, I think. Right? We got 1 drone? 1 drone. The Overlord taken out by a charged up Void Ray. Second Overlord. Wait, did he spot? He spotted the Robo, right? And that is a Robo. There's a Twilight as well, but he's getting the Robo quite early on. More gateways. A Templar Archive. Okay, you can't just get the whole tech tree. You can't, it's like, NightMare's like, I'll take a Twilight. Okay, alright. I'll take a Void Ray. Alright. Is that all? No, a robotics facility. Alright, sir. A third base. Yes. And a Templar Archives. Will that be for here to go? Yes. 4 more gateways on the way. So we're looking at an Archon charge lot timing. Just straight up. That Robo is for a Prism and maybe an Observer. Archon starting out. There are roaches. There's roaches on the way. He's got a layer done. No roach speed yet. Whoa. Almost losing the Void Ring. +1 melee as well. NightMare is still building probes. So he's not all in with this. He's just leaving his options open. This is definitely an older build, but it checks out. Charge is done. We've got 5 gateways online, which is indeed an odd number. Going up towards that 8. Actually, no, 7. Yes, of course, the 7 gate timing. And a Robo Bay, yeah, just why not? Sure. Throw the Robo Bay in there. And here come 2 Archons and 5 charge lots sprinting their way in. The Queens will tank for a while. Where is the Prism? Where is the Prism? Get over here! Where are you? He loses 1. He saves the other with no shields. Those Archons left out to dry. Ah, NightMare, a little mistimed on that. And loses 1 Archon. The other one not going to be coming out anytime soon. Void Ray burns through an Overseer. Some slow roaches, some sloaches, as they're called by me, and pretty much only me, but I think it sounds funny, so I'm gonna say sloaches some more until they're done in 5 seconds with speed. There's really not that many units here for NightMare, though a couple Archons, a red HP Archon, but never mind. This is a mess. Oracle helping. Well, the Oracle and the Void Ray will clean it up. The ground army's gone. The Nexus is not canceled. So... I mean, that's a win for Silky. The Stargate units having to work overtime. We now have... So, oh yeah, we got Blink on the way. He's building more gateways. He's got double Forge. He got the robotics bay. He has pretty much everything but a fleet beacon right now. But his ground army is 10 supply. So NightMare has access to everything. Silky, on the other hand, is up to 72 drones. He's got an infestation pit on the way. He kept many of his roaches alive. His economy's good. His 4th hatchery is up and running. The American Zerg looking very good right now. NightMare kind of going in every direction and getting nowhere fast. Baneling speed is completed. A single warp prism with 4 charge lots inside. Always dangerous. Oh no, the Disruptor! The Oracle's still going to work! The rest of the units, that was definitely a, oh my god, there's a prism. Everyone pull back situation. But that Prism saving the day gets out with 15 HP. Headed for the... No, don't go back that way! No! He loses the Prism, which means Silky is now free to go about murdering NightMare. Oh, just the existence of that Prism could have done so much to keep the Zerg off his back. But now, 1-1's finishing. Silky looking for an opportunity. Another Overseer gets in. He's going to see no Stargate transition. That's really what you're looking for. Is our carriers coming yet? Do I need to try to kill him now or in 2 minutes? And the answer is as soon as possible, but don't be too hasty. The Disruptor's at point blank, fires a shot. Okay, Split, another shot. Gets only a few Banelings. Archon wanders in. Banelings trickling through. The Archons pull back to the batteries. Shield battery overcharge, holds the line, but guess what? Everybody, including me and NightMare, were looking away as 17 probes died to Banelings. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know there were more than 0 probes here before, so I'm gonna make some assumptions. 75 to 58 workers. The Stasis Ward, we got a Hive about to finish. 2 more Banelings coming in. They're +2 Banes. 1 shot on those. No, what? Go! Oh, they didn't hear me. Okay, the Void Ray at 18 kills. Is there still an Oracle? The Oracle at 15. Oh, more Banelings. Silky, another wave. Getting a few more. Every single Baneling is dangerous. Dangerous. Nope, not that. No. No, that's gonna be a no. Ultraless Cavern. Silky. He's at Hive Tech. And with no air to shut him down, without that many Immortals, Ultraless could very well be the counter here. Takes like 3 Disruptor hits to kill him. And I don't know if that many Disruptors are gonna survive until then. Oh, Disruptor. Ooh. Direct hit. But at the same time, Zerglings into the 4th. Zerglings trying to break into the natural. A lot of stasis units here are going to come out in a moment. A Zealot counterattack was targeted on the hatch. Didn't quite take it out. Archon's fighting. NightMare will hold. For now. There's still these... He cannot secure his bases. He keeps trying, but he's taking losses every single time, whereas Silky has been untouched economically. And that means he can actually afford, one of the very few times, just a rare opportunity. Ultra's in their natural habitat, which is, well, right now there's their natural habitat, which is never, but this is one of the few situations I can actually say Ultra's may be the right call. It is rare, and it is beautiful. As there's very limited robo units, there's not a lot of reliable splash damage, there's no air, he just took out the Void Ray, there's no fleet beacon or anything. Silky has a lot of leeway here. He's got a huge window to finish NightMare, and that is what he's going to try to do. If NightMare lives through 1 or 2 waves of this, well, maybe he can turn things around, but he's been on defense for like 8 minutes straight here. Remember, this started with Silky proxy hatching. So, been a bit of a messy game, but an exciting one. There it is. Surprising how late this is from how much other tech he got throughout. But a fleet beacon and 2 more Stargates. Oh, Silky with the full F2. Oh no, full NA on that one. He brings his entire army back for the Prism, which gives a lot of breathing room to the Korean Protoss. But the creep spread. The creep... maybe not the safest place. Don't go out on creep. What did your mother tell you? A lot of Zerglings on the field. 100 Zerglings, some Corruptors on the way, and it begins. The Ultras are here. What's he gonna do about it? Oh my god, there's so many Zerglings. Stasis is going to push the dealing with those Banelings down the line. Very stressful. The Oracle panicking, flying in circles. NightMare has been allowed to survive. Silky just waiting for him to try to take another base. He's banking up money. He's getting a Greater Spire. He's getting Pathogen Glands. He's getting Overlord Speed, Burrow. Pretty much the rest. A great revelation. No, not the Banelings into the front. Oh, classic. Oh, some Archons almost... Yeah, don't come back. The Disruptors warding away. NightMare, the highest supply he's had throughout the game. We got Brood Lords on the way. The game will go on. Carriers in production. And that is the timer. Well, you're going to need a lot more than 3 carriers to touch ultras. What is this? Yes, the giraffe migration begins. The spy... Like, you don't usually see this with spine crawlers, but we're doing a spine crawler push. Sure, yeah. Let's do it. Oh, Zerglings and Banelings into the 3rd. More probes gonna go down. Four probes down. Now, yeah, as long as you're above 60 or so probes. Oh, one of the ultras obliterated. The immortal count. Disruptors clip the spine crawlers, but Broodlords have arrived. On the other side, the carriers will be revealed, trying to kill the Zerglings. Broodlords just to zone out the Ruptors if they can. Gonna need a target fire down these Ultralisks. And that is a beefy army. And you might be like, which one? To which I answer, yes. Oh, another shot directly into the Infestors. What's going on? We got Broodlords, some transfuses, not enough interceptors, target firing the Broodlords. The Queen's coming up. The Queens are essentially all the anti-air, and that's just not enough. He's got +1 air done. The Ultras evaporated at some point in this fight. The Queens doing their absolute best to take out their carriers, but their best isn't even in the same league as good enough. The carriers have arrived, and Silky somehow has let what looked to be a command of the game slip away. He also lost the base in the bottom right, I assume, to some charge lots, some zealots. NightMare down to 60 probes, but he's got these Skytaws out on the field. He's maintained some of his economy, at least. Silky still had enough bank to rebuild. It's not over yet, but we're quickly getting to that stage where you're going to have to figure out an answer to the carriers. And Silky's economy isn't overwhelming enough to just blast them out of the sky. He can't build enough Corruptors to just max out, wipe away the carriers, and remax with Broodlords. So now we're in this scenario. Alright. Welcome to Data C, but I'd say Silky still has the lead, but it's a lot closer than it was a few minutes ago. Well, oh, hello. I don't know. Well, here this is. 12 Broodlords, 14 Corruptors. He's got no air upgrades. He does have +3/+3 on the ground. So, it's not like he has nothing, but that only affects the Broodlings once they're there. The Oracle has survived. It has 1 HP. It has 18 kills. It's seen some things. Almost everything, actually. The Zerglings, he actually managed to take out the Nexus. It just has their kind of like a very dramatic pillow fight. Oh my god, that's a wall. Oh no, the Zerglings. Oh no. He burrows, but there's an observer. The blood trail. NightMare now with quite a death ball. Oh my god, what is happening? Some very dangerous... No, watch out! The Infestors! Oh, down to 1 Infestor. The Disruptor's just finding Infestors in the most awkward of situations. And another group of Infestors is blasted apart by some wandering Ruptors. Oh, that's a full energy overseer. Just watch it. I mean, NightMare's pretty much maxed out. They're both pretty much maxed out. They can't really find a way to kill each other. Like, it's still game 1. An exhausting game 1, but... here we are. It continues. Ultras, the remaining ground armies battling it out. Flyer attack level 1. Everything's kind of slowed down here. Couple Archons being added. What is it? What is the death ball? We got 4 Archons. The blue balls of death. The disruptors. The orange ones. We got the carriers here. Oh, but guess what? Guess whose team they're on now? The Archons. Turn their energy coats. And Neural Parasite. Well, the thing is, there's still enough left over. Well, the ground armies, it's so cute. It's so cute watching these ground army battles like any of them matter. It does matter, though. At the end of the day, if either side loses too much gas, well then... There's still some gas in the bank for Silky, but NightMare is not maxed out, and he doesn't have anything in the bank. He's not keeping his powder dry on this one. No one is here on day to see, but is Storm is done, right? Yeah, Storm is done. He's got Storm. Everyone chill out. We're calming down. Oh, the Contaminate, the tactical goop. NightMare, not gonna be able to build that Tempest for a little bit. Take that. Overseer finds something to do. Not that. Oh god, the infestors are not supposed to lead the charge here. So some banelings looking for an opportunity. It's always a weird scenario when banelings are running away, considering their purpose. But well, 5 immortals. He just kind of kept going. Loses the observer. Not that that's gonna matter. Those spine crawlers. But a suggestion in stopping this army. The Zergling's gonna have a lot more... What are you gonna recall? It's way too late. Don't do it. Well, that didn't work. Meanwhile, the actual fight. There's a Viper! He gets... Yeah, he got one. Wait, did he just 8-click his own Broodlord? No, nobody saw anything. Anyways. Oh, another one! Drags in a carrier. He's working on it. Some spore crawlers. The Storm is gonna hit only the... As you can tell, both players not super confident in their control of these super late game armies. The Ultras grind through the middle. The Oracle has seen... Wait, is that a new Oracle? Did the first generation Oracle finally die? No, he's here somewhere. There's no Oracle deaths. I don't know where he is. Where are you? Oh, he's just watching over. The other one's an apprentice. Okay. That Oracle is like the first unit built, and it's been alive the whole game so far. Well, the carrier count getting out of hand. Tectonic destabilizers, just one of the most fun upgrades to say. And very helpful for the Tempest with that huge bonus against ground buildings, to be specific. Recall to the top. Well, hello there. We got a few Archons jammed in. Some new house Archons here. Actually, I think that Templar... Is that a... Okay, well, a little awkward. Those are changelings, throwing me off. Air weapons level 3 yeah, Flux Veins, why not? Alright. Here we are. Three Void Rays on the way, something to directly deal with the Corruptors. The Tempest count is quite low here. The ground army can be zoned out. Disruptor is not particularly helpful in this position. Oh no! Which was that? Our champion. No. Wait. Yes. He's dead. An ill omen. As you really do need to have an Oracle with the army, though. Without Revelation, you have no reliable detection. We've already seen Neural Parasite. Broodlords looking for their opportunity. The Broodlings chasing. Oh my god. Broodlings getting the first kills in this game with the proxy evolution chamber, if you remember. Many of you won't. That was ancient history. Storms, Corruptors, Storms, Interceptors, big ground attack. The Apprentice Oracle here. Well, doing its best. It's gonna take a while. Alright. Oh, DT's got through the base. Silky's actually supply blocked. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, 193 out of 180. NightMare is not even close to max, but the army supplies are pretty insane as the worker counts dip. Is that a mothership in production? Of course it is. Well, fungal. Okay, well, a few Broodlings. As we're splitting the map vertically here, as opposed to horizontally, it seems. Silky will be taking the southern half, and NightMare to the north. That's a pretty vulnerable Dark Shrine. He just kind of slapped it down. Looks like the Dark Shrine will be shredded by the Zerglings. Oh, the Ultras making quite a juicy target on the way out. There's nothing left. The main, the natural, and I don't know if that was the third or the fourth, but that base is mined out entirely. Silky has mined out of essentially 4 bases now. Burrows some of the lanes. I think he noticed, yeah, Revelation comes through. Void Rays. And the mothership is nearly complete. Oh, the Void Rays! Fungal! Oh, recall, but a bit optimistic. Loses 3. Kind of surprised he didn't get the last one, but... Fungal locks him in, forces the recall, and that's quite a cooldown. And here we are again. NightMare unable to max out. And the mothership is the largest target you're gonna get. And an entire new Council of Archons. 4 more Archons. This base is gone. The Zerglings and Ultras, mostly the Zerglings. He burrows a few underneath. The income's getting down to it. Silky has maintained quite a lead, though right now it's just essentially any versus nearly none. Silky has about 2 bases mining. I'm willing to commit to 1.5, maybe 1 3/4. Ultras. Not always taking the smartest path. Zerglings, NightMare doesn't really have much to warp in. He lost the Dark Shrine. And there's an Overseer anyways. We got some more Archons. Well, 4 Archons back to deal with the counterattack. The battle continues. It seems we haven't really fought yet, because the first fight will likely determine how the game ends. It's just a question of when that actually happens. Oh, good feedbacks. Good fungal. The Broodlord's trying to find an angle. Disruptor shot also there. Gets one of the Templar. The mothership. Don't forget me! Mothership kind of a key part of all this. Not really something to be left behind. That extra cloaking field is most of the value. NightMare kind of long distance mining. Beautiful Revelation spots literally everything. That is a lot of Corruptors. He's got 36 of them. I guess we're doing it. Here we go. Some fungals coming through. Where's the parasitic bombs? The Corruptors trying to target. Where are the Archons? Where's the splash damage? Silky's winning the fight because there's nothing underneath. The Corruptor count is too damn high. The Archons left out to dry. NightMare's supply plummets. The Archons are everything. The Mothership easily knocked over. It's too late for them. GG. Silky, the American Zerg, takes game 1. Well, yeah, the key component. The Broodlords were enough to knock out what was left of the ground army. NightMare never keeping enough of the army together. And a bit of an upset. It's not over, but Silky off to an early lead. Though it did look like Silky could have ended. He could have ended it. It's so hard to make the call of I'm going to kill him versus I'm going to get further ahead. But I bet even Silky was thinking, uh-oh. Oh no, the carriers are out. Oh no. Oh no. But, which is not the most happy time for your average Zerg player. But he recovered, he brought it together, and now we're going into game 2. And it's on Cosmic Sapphire, which I don't think our Zerg player is going to be too unhappy about. Thank you for tuning in to DreamHack Atlanta 2022. I hope you're enjoying what we're calling the mainstream, metaphorically. And now I hope you enjoy game 2. In the top left of Cosmic Sapphire, he traveled all the way from Korea to participate. And now he's on the edge of going out 3rd in the group. It's NightMare. On the other side, a multiple-time WCS player. Not a pushover, obviously. Though I don't think playing as full-time as he was at one point, but still obviously quite a capable Zerg. We have Silky. NightMare, it's not looking good. That entire game, it looked like Silky had control of the situation. Yeah, it's a dangerous army, but it can be picked apart. It isn't easy to put all the pieces together. And Silky almost just ended it early, so. But this game, no hatchery in the natural. He's taken his very own hatchery. So NightMare will be able to go about whatever his game plan might be for a more drawn-out game. We've seen a lot of Stargate openers here. Then again, it's Protoss versus Zerg, so its Stargate openers are kind of a dime a dozen. This is the map for just rushing to carriers, or Mass Phoenix or something, if you're so inclined. Honestly, NightMare, it looked like he did not want to go Stargate. I saw he built every piece of tech but Stargate. Like, he could not have avoided it for almost longer than he did. So we'll see. Here? Or here? Ah. Twilight Council. Certainly a choice. What flavor of Twilight Council are we going to see today? Glaive to Depths? DT Rush? That's most of it. That's usually covers it. Every once in a while you get a charge lot all in, but... Ooh. It's a Depths. All signs point to the Glaives. Even if you told Silky exactly what it was, it's one of those strategies that it comes down to execution. If they get in at the wrong time, in the wrong place, you're still going to take a lot of damage. And figuring out exactly when you need to cut drones, start building things like roaches, it's a bit of an art form, because there's not too much math to it. You just have to kind of feel it out. Usually it's around 40 drones. if you can get to 40 drones, you're very happy. If you go past that, you're probably going to get put back under 40. So we will see how Silky can defend, as this is just a sharp Glaive's timing. Roach Warren on the way. I didn't lie to you. It's right there. Zerglings looking to catch anything. Oh, wow. He's already lining up the Robo-Bay behind. What a spicy player. He's expecting the roaches, of course. And he knows disruptors as a follow-up can be deadly. Couple more glaives on the way. I mean, adepts, I'm sorry. The same thing. Silky cuts at 35 drones. And that is the real danger with this build. The adepts don't even necessarily have to do damage because they force such a strong response. Silky is down 10 workers, and NightMare has killed 0. Just the existence of glaved adepts forces the Zerg player to limit their own economy or risk having it limited for them. So we'll see if Silky is able to do enough counter damage and keep the adepts out long enough to justify this. Yeah, well, Zergling's not going to do much. NightMare threatening a third, but the real danger... Oh, well, actually, Silky has so many units here coming with the Ravagers. The Disruptor will be quite a surprise. There's no vision of it yet. We'll see if his reaction is in time. He cut through the Zerglings. Oh, surprise. Honestly, I think the Adepts could just fight that on their own at this stage. Silky losing a lot of Zerglings. Well, 22 Zerglings to 3 Adepts so far. Not an ideal scenario for the Americans there. He's trying to catch up in that worker count, but the Disruptors are going to make things more difficult. Here we go. Double-barreled shotgun loaded into the Warp Prism. And will he land the hits? Going for the mineral line. Zergling counterattacks are going to be blunted heavily by the Glaive Adepts. Fire some shots. Trying to figure out what to hit, and in fact, that... killed like 10 more lings. Took some damage on the prism, past the shields, and even some damage on a disruptor. So that was about as good as it could have gotten for Silky there. Roach Horn on the way. Roach Speed on the way. Just Sloaches for now. Blink for NightMare to follow it up. And Silky went up to 60 drones. Which means if he's able to hold these attacks strongly, he's in a good spot to keep the pressure on NightMare and turn it around. But the army supply and the army composition is very dangerous to him right now. Ravagers on the way. A single disruptor hit could turn the game. He's got some Zerglings at the watchtower trying to close in. The Warp Prism looking like a snack right now. Surprised he doesn't fire some shots at it, but right now he's getting beautiful splits out of Silky. The Prism is still intact. Only uses 1 Ravager for like 3-4 Disruptor hits, but here's the problem. The Blink Stalkers and the Glaives are too much for the rest, and when you're running away from the Ruptors, you're not doing damage to the army. And the Gateway units are not incapable of cleaning up the rest. Zerglings hiding. Well, wherever they can go. Wherever there's not Adepts, ideally. +1 melee about to complete. 4 Ruptors done. Joining the army here, making things even more difficult. There's no Spire. There's no indications of any other level attack here. Baneling speed. 64 drones is good enough to keep production up, but not really comfortable to go up to Hive, or switch into Mutas. 4th Nexus on the way, and Hallucinated Phoenix. Gonna spot a lot of gas mining here. That might make him suspicious. Yeah. It does very much look like it could be a Spire. Like, he's got to be careful of that. As all the gas geysers taken. No real attempt at an attack. But Silky's just still building Roaches, Ravagers, Lings, and Banes. More than enough Blink Stalkers to zone out the Zerglings. Is he going Greater Spire Rush? We've got an Infestation Pit, a Spire on the way here. Oh, but the Disruptors unload in the 3rd! 8 drones down, uncontested. When you least expect it here. It's been a while since we saw those Ruptors. But they pop out and get a decent amount of the economy. Baneling speed is complete. Templar Archives, Hive. Spire halfway done. Hydralisk Den. Everybody else, everybody trying to figure out what else they can add in here, realistically. As things have slowed down, since the armies are very capable of killing each other, neither wants to give the other a good fight. Oh, sprays out some corrosive vials, but easily dodged. Whoop. Yep. Well, will they, won't they? Ah, yes, that queen. That's the one. No! Oh, no! Oh, Silky! What are you doing? Well, I think he was looking the other way. He got 9 probes. He got 9 probes, okay? So, while we were looking the other way, Silky did kill some probes at the 4th. I think that balances out literally shooting himself in the face. Not ideal. Not like but, well, scrappy game indeed. Colossi moving up. Quite a death ball with plenty of death balls here. The supply is not looking good for Silky. 133 to 98 army supply, and there's no hive tech here. There's nothing to really directly deal with all this. Ravagers, Lings, and Banes. Oh, the Corruptors are out. The Colossus Morph broke his own force fields. Tries to dodge away. The Colossi are being taken down. The Disruptors are shooting... everyone's shooting themselves in the foot or the face. Both sides with incredibly dangerous armies to everyone close. I don't know if the Disruptors killed more Protoss than Zerg units. But the Corruptors zoning out the Colossi. No one really able to take a decisive victory there. Though zoning Silky out of that base. There is an Adept in the wall. Staying diligent. We've got a Greater Spire on the way. Adrenal Glands plus 3 melee. No Carapace upgrades because, well, nothing is really going to survive the attack either way. Especially since most of his army is relying on Banelings. 4 probes down. Wow, the probe's actually running into the Zerglings, alley-ooping it. 10 probes. NightMare down to 57, but for him, that just allows him to build more army supply. Silky. Nearly maxed out now, but he still doesn't really have any hive tech. It's just a bunch of stalkers here. +2 is done. The Banelings are about to complete. The Disruptors are gliding up. Gonna get the shots off right as the Banelings complete. Barely in time. The Disruptor's getting a little too close for comfort, but that... Okay, dodge. Silky losing a lot before the fight even really starts. 16 drones going down alongside the base. Another Valley of Corrosive Bow. Not really dodged, but Silky really struggling. A few Broodlords show up. There's just a lot of army supply on either side. Alright, the Banelings that... Oh, wow. Disruptor shots gets a lot of the Ravagers. 26 drones have died. The blink over the top into the banelings. I think there's just too much. What a mess. NightMare ties it up. Oh. Well, and it ends. A bloody exchange. Okay, we're going to game 3. And well, not a particularly clean victory there by any real metric, but a victory nonetheless. So, game 3 it is. They jump right in. I almost couldn't get into the lobby in time. They were already starting the countdown. 1-1. Everything on the line here. This group, very dramatic to start things off. NightMare. Bringing one back. Silky getting cut. That was your average response to the great. Oh my god. Okay. 12 pool. Sure. Yeah. Well, we started with a proxy hatch. And game 3 is a 12 pool. And is he? Oh, wait. It's a 12 pool and a proxy hatch. Ah, yes. I love it when a plan comes together. We're now really combining all the strength. NightMare with a appropriately early probe scout, but I mean this is the usual. Oh my god. It's not he's not going to reveal it. I wonder if NightMare will be able to figure this one out, because he sees there you go. He sees the pool, he sees no gas. He knows what are in those larvae. And here we are. Well, the hatch gonna block the wall. He cancels the cyber core to start a forge. It looks like Silky not interested in letting NightMare play his game. Can't really blame him for that one. The hatch is not so much to add Zerglings, but to block the wall. Well, the Zerglings, they can get in. I'm surprised he didn't just go for it. There was a gap in the wall. He wants to catch... Wait. Ah, what? Okay. All right. Wait, who's... Okay, Zerglings. The Zerglings are in the... No one's quite sure what a wall off is or isn't. Those Silky Zerglings slipping through. There's a cannon on the way, but the Zerglings are just killing probes. Like, he's in the main. NightMare! NightMare's just losing all his probes. You can't, like, NightMare, he came all the way from Korea. It's he's down to 10 probes, and there's a bunch of Zerglings in his main. That's way too many probes lost. He has less than he started with. 9 probes, and it's not over. 8 probes! I'm very good at counting. We're down under my, like, what I can count on my hands, which is not a good sign. The Broodlings making a cameo appearance yet again. Well, this, I don't know what the right response is, but I'm reasonably sure this was not it. An Overlord popping out because anything else would have done. No. Oh my god, he blocked his Nexus! Oh no! Oh, I mean, like, I don't think you're getting a Nexus anytime soon. Why kill the shield battery? Or is he just frustrated? Oh my, don't kill it yet. Just, no, like, you're not getting a Nexus anytime soon. Just don't worry about it. Just worry about that later. 2 adepts come out. It's not like Silky has a booming economy right now. It's 16 drones. He's got speed on the way, but 2 adepts are a real danger at this stage. And guess what? 2 can play at this game. Well, that was not... Well, more Zerglings coming out. Those adepts not doing as well as they could have. He might get a drone. Oh, not enough for a spore crawler to dodge. He didn't have enough minerals. And now he's gonna kill his shield battery so he can build his nexus, which is not ideal. This wall off looking like things have gone horribly wrong. You know what they say, a clean room indicates a orderly mind or something. Well, and then there's this. NightMare lost way too many probes to the Zerglings. That was just an unacceptable amount of probes. You cannot lose like 8 probes to Zerglings in your main at this stage. Silky probably beside himself. Silky wondering like, is there a cannon in my main or something? Why is he losing so many probes? 12. 12! Oh my. That's how many you start with. The Overlord actually sticking around. If he loses the Overlord, it doesn't make up for it, but that's kind of an unforced error there. There are roaches on the way. Now wait, he's gonna do an all-in. Well, there's no shield battery for reasons. Here comes some roaches. There's not that much production. He's building a robo. There's no indication of this at all. He has no vision. A sentry, a cannon. It very well could be enough. There's no way to get vision on the map. Silky is now supply blocked via that Overlord, but the Overlords are dragging the only other units here out of position. Warp Gate is done, but that pylon looking like a snack right now for the Zerglings and Roaches. That is all of his... In fact, he doesn't even open up the Warp Gates because he's just building units right now. And without a shield battery, it's going to be quite a difficult... Oh, there's a force field. That cannon has a lot of weight on its Protoss shoulders. He's trying to get through the gateway, which is an interesting choice. Another wall. He should have another force field. Beautiful force field there. Still, well, actually, Silky taking... Oh, and another... You know what? And the game will go on. As Silky, with some questionable targeting decisions, he decided to go through the gateway, which was the most difficult building. And NightMare with a stalwart defense. And suddenly, the game continues. Now, Silky does have 3 bases. He's halfway done with the lair. There's a Ravager and a whole bunch of Zerglings, which... one of these does not belong. And the Ravager, a bit late, I will say, to the all-in. Did not realize that daylight savings time had happened. Classic problem here. Not sure how that would affect it, but here we are. And despite our best efforts, both players will have a 3rd base. What's it gonna be? Well, there's nothing here, but a bunch of Zerg. I don't... Well, good recall, by the way. He gets out with every single unit. Beautiful. Very decisive and quick recall there. He's gonna get in. He's gonna spot the Roach Warren. He's gonna see multiple bases. Silky with a bunch of Ravagers. This is still a very dangerous position, and NightMare is a little supply blocked. He's opening up some more pylons now. Silky with 52 drones. Just trying to keep control of that 3rd base. Colossus He doesn't trust himself with disruptors at this point. And you know what? I don't blame him. Colossus also a pretty reliable choice against something that's mostly Zerglings. Baneling Nest. And Silky's starting to accept the position we're in, which is a bit of a macro game. Is there any vision? There's no vision. He doesn't know exactly where the army is, so he's sitting kind of... He does not have another recall. NightMare just sitting out there. That feels like maybe a little full... Sit behind your pylon, NightMare. Oh my god. He just sits out in the middle of the map. Overseer gets in, sees the Robo-Bay. The rocks will feel Silky's pent-up anger over not being able to break down the Protoss base. And here we are, 10 minutes in. About 8 minutes after half the probes died to a 12 pool. Silky still with a significant lead, but not looking nearly as decisive as it was not long ago. The follow-up attack just missed the mark. And now NightMare will have his third. He has a Robo-Bay. He begrudgingly got a Forge, mostly to defend the proxy hatch, but now he has it, so he'll actually have upgrades. Here comes Silky. He's got Baneling speed on the way, +1 melee. Not far from finishing up. The Observer sees every single bit of this attack. A Disruptor about to come out, Colossi on the field. Force field's a real danger, and there's nothing. Well, here we go. Good force fields to start. NightMare, shield battery overcharge, holding the line. Disruptor showing up to the party, not sure how it's gonna participate. Fires a shot, point blank. Force fields again, another wave. The Corrosive Biles, not there in time. The Colossi on both sides. Corrosive Bile helping out, but NightMare with another great defense trying to target down the Colossi. The Corrosive Biles actually landing on the army. Both sides taking some hits, but NightMare is holding. It looks like he'll get the Colossus. And again, Silky, a strong but less than game-winning attack. The Disruptor kind of wandering into the fight like it showed up to the wrong hotel room certainly didn't help. The Colossi stranded in the middle of everything get taken down, but the Corrosive Biles kind of saved things and allowed Silky to do some inordinate amount of damage with those units. And here we are, Silky maintaining an economic lead. He still has a significant army supply lead. So NightMare's army is not particularly strong in any way. The Disruptor is by far the most dangerous part of it. The sentries all died, one immortal at half HP. This Observer, the real MVP of everything here. A whole lot of Banelings. Fires a couple shots. More Banelings rolling in. Shield battery overcharge. More Stalkers. Down goes the battery that was holding everything, and that might just be too many roaches. I think Silky's done it. NightMare has nothing. It's over. GG. And that means Silky gets through the group. And